Don't plant this vegetable in your garden. Hello, welcome to 77's Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. Don't plant this vegetable in your garden. It is African spinach, also called green, and with a lot of other names I'm gonna put in the description below. And only plant this in your garden if you really love it and you want to eat it as much as you can. That's when you can plant this vegetable. The reasons why is because the vegetable spreads all over the garden. So if you plant it in one spot of your garden, within a year or two, you would have it all over your garden. So I planted this about 5-6 years ago at one small end of the garden, and it's all over the garden right now. And I am every year I have to harvest it and weed it out so that way it doesn't cover the rest of the vegetables that I'm growing, and it just grows out like weeds and it just keeps going. So if you don't want this in your garden, try to eliminate or try to minimize it, or don't plant it at all, because it will take over the garden. Once the seeds start coming out like that, the wind blows them away, and then it goes from one end of the garden to the other end of the garden in no time. So just be careful if you intend to grow something like this. Try to put it in a far corner, and make sure the only way to prevent it from spreading is to make sure that as soon as the seeds start coming out, you cut it off or remove it. Because if the mature seeds come out, the wind is gonna blow it from this end of the garden to the other end of the garden in no time. So I planted it like I said, I planted it a long time ago at the other end of the garden. As you can see, all over the beds in here, from one bed to another, you're gonna find them. And this is they are even less right now because I've pulled most of them out, but they keep growing and they just keep spreading from one end of the garden to the other. So I just harvested these, and I just left a few of them in here, but I just make sure that every time it grows until the seeds start coming out, I take it out. So let me show you an example of what I was saying. This is the same thing that's growing on the other side of my neighbor's yard. My neighbor doesn't know anything about it, doesn't know that particular vegetable, and this is it on his side of the yard. It just flew over the fence into this, and it's growing over here. Look at this, it's like a tree over here, and it's just keeps growing. Never didn't cut it down, didn't get rid of it, probably didn't know what was going on, but I just saw it today, and I said, okay, this is example of what I was saying. It's gonna spread like this, and I'm sure if you go to other neighbors around here, you might see the wind taking it over there, and you might see it over there. But this is a huge green plant right here, and it should provide at least a dish for 2 people if you harvest this. So this is an example of what I'm saying. This is out of my yard, this is on my neighbor's yard, and it's growing and it's spreading, and from here it's gonna keep going and going. So just make sure that if you plan to grow something like this, very careful. It's gonna spread and it's gonna take over your garden. So I'm gonna try to see if I can just harvest this, and then I'll show you how it looks inside in terms of the stem. Usually we just harvest it. You can use a knife, you can use a scissors or garden scissors, or you can just use your hand like I'm doing, just cutting it off, and then we're gonna slice it and be able to eat it. But look at how much it grows, and it grows very fast. Within the space of 2 weeks, you will see this thing fill up again, and you wouldn't believe what it is, but it's growing very fast. So this is it. I have harvested everything from that stem. You can see the stem, you can see how big it is from top to bottom, and it's giving me quite a bit of green or African spinach that we've harvested from here. So let me just show you what it is in terms of what we've taken out right here. This is what I've harvested only from one plant. And just imagine if you have a lot of them in your garden, it will cover the whole thing. This is it. We just slice it into pieces and then just warm it up with warm water. And this is how it looks. And we're going to make different dishes out of it. But that's something we can do more later on. But that is it. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to share. Thanks for watching. Happy growing.